The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Smith to return it. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss, and the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Wilson.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
Now he's going to get this all. Inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Wilson wants a different look.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
And going deep for Hill. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion. Get all the way. Keep the ball moving forward.
On play action, here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Tua. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now a timeout.
JG, what's up, player?
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and
Dang, I can't say what's up to my guy. I ain't hear from him in a long time. Chris jealous.
In motion left.
Oh my gosh, the jealousy is crazy.
A-Chain is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Dang.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way. But they got the
Look, that's how he wanted some attention. That's it.
and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First half.
Your offense 100.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The element has been busy this afternoon. It's Williams.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This Carmen?
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing is Wilson. Finding Williams on the check down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd down and 3.
To throw is Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And I don't, honey, if I don't want to be your friend, you can't be your friend. Girl, is you crazy? All right, you don't want to be your friend.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
You can score on these guys.
This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they're going to speed things up here. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Wilson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They go play action with Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Tua going to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua now on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Now it's A-Chain headed right.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon A-Chain. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And
And the Dolphins have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door. Instead, they still open a little bit, and you get the puncher's chance.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Broncos.
Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is Sutton making the catch on a comeback route. And down inside the 15 he goes.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, Wilson going to change things up here. Wilson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Man, Ty done played most of the league already.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Tua now on 1st down. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. That caught by Manhurts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
First down, Denver.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Right side, it's Manhurts, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Off the option, here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. Now the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That ain't me.
And they take a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Denver, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they